Good day, this is William Garvey, Editor-in-Chief of Business and Commercial Aviation magazine. Today we're speaking with Dick Koenig, the longtime publisher of Flying magazine, who early this year took over as Executive Director of the Corporate Angel Network, often known simply as CAN. Dick, tell me, whom does the Corporate Angel Network serve, and how is that service provided?
Well, the Corporate Angel Network serves any cancer patient that's seeking air transportation, free air transportation, through the system that we provide, which is simply a base of about 600 flight departments who have signed on voluntarily with CAN to provide air transport free in the empty seats of their aircraft on normal business flights when they can. And that when they can system is truly a matching process, which is what CAN does every day. Tries to arrange flights with corporate flight departments by matching their normal scheduled travel on a given day to a given location with the needs of a particular cancer patient who needs to travel from that same location to the same destination.
So are they serving as air ambulances? Do you have flight nurses and that sort of thing?
No. The patients are cancer patients. They have to be ambulatory. They can't be carrying any kind of medical apparatus on them in order to help keep the cabin atmosphere of the corporate flight as normal as possible, because those flights not only carry the cancer patient, they carry primarily the business travelers that are taking the trip, and the cancer patients are riding as a guest. So, yeah, they're cancer patients that are going for treatment. They're not in surgery or they're not ambulance-bound. They're traveling long distances, Bill, because primarily those cancer patients have had treatment in their local area that has not been as successful as hoped for, so they are being recommended to travel to a specific medical center that typically is much further away. So if someone's living here in New England and they can't get the help they need here, that doctor recommends they maybe go to Houston to MD Anderson, and therefore the need for long-distance travel.
Do you find rides for everybody?
Boy, I wish we could. We don't. About 40% to 42% of the requests are fulfilled. Sadly enough, we need more seats. We need more availability. And the reason why that number is that low is, again, it's a matching game. It's a process of trying to find a provider of the flight that is actually going on the day and to the destination that the patient needs to travel. And that just doesn't pop up as often as we'd like it to. So about 40% of the time, we match.
4 out of 10, and yet you've still managed to find rides for 45,000 patients. That's quite a record. Now, I know you were a member of the CAN board, and maybe you still are, but what goals have you set now that you're full-time with CAN as executive director?
Well, I'm no longer on the board because I'm now full-time staff, so I was excused. And the goals are simple. The solutions are not. The goals are to simply add as many new flight departments onto our participation list as we can, because it's a numbers game. If we have 600 flight departments today providing approximately 200 to 225, 250 flights per month, if we would, for example, maybe have twice that many flight departments flying and have the same ratio of fulfillment, 40%, we would have that same fulfillment ratio, but we would have twice as many patients being carried to their treatment centers. The more flight departments that get involved, the more opportunity for empty seats to be available, the more patient possibilities exist for getting them to their treatment destinations.
So you're beating on hangar doors, looking for more participating operators.
That's the plan. We haven't started beating yet because we've just been getting up to speed. I've only been here 3 or 4 months, so we've been doing a lot of research and analyzing the market and devising plans. We have a new ad and communications program that is going to be launching momentarily. We are reaching out to all the FBOs, flight departments, associations and organizations in the aviation community looking for their assistance, because we have to create more awareness, better position the name, get the CAN moniker out there where more people are aware of it, and then start contacting the flight departments one by one and see if we can't increase the number.
I've known you for decades now in ad sales. Which is harder? Selling advertising space for magazines or finding and filling seats on business aircraft for CAN patients?
Well, I think advertising sales, at least in tougher times, is more difficult. This is difficult. It's a challenge. It's a real mountain, but it's a difficult scenario that you can't live without. It's wonderfully fulfilling and such a terrific feel when you are able to make things happen that hopefully will help some folks that need that kind of help. I don't mind getting all the objections we might get or getting all the rejection you might get, because there's plenty of flight departments out there and the need is huge. It'll take time. Nothing's going to happen quick, Bill. It'll take some 2 or 3 more years to get this thing to grow, but I think it will, and certainly we're going to try like crazy to increase the number of possibilities.
We've been speaking with Dick Koenig, Executive Director of the Corporate Angel Network. This is William Garvey of Business and Commercial Aviation Magazine. Thanks for listening.